Hi artista, let me show you how to do a dragon. For the first steps, I'm using a sponge and blue to sponge around my eyes. Let me show you how I do it. Grabbing water to activate my paint and grabbing the pigments. So having the pigments and make sure I have enough to do all the sponge work. I'm gonna be doing it around my eyes like so. Make sure you have enough to cover all the space here. In the middle is not too important, but I just touch it. So a little bit in the bottom, like that. 1 second, I like these sponges because I can fill it out spaces faster, like large spaces, like around the eyes. Something like that. Look like a mess, but it's just like that, okay? If I need to go back and do it again, I just do it. Now I'm grabbing a one stroke and a flat brush, and let's do some U shapes around the eye so you can see the shape of the dragon. Going back and forth multiple times. So I'm gonna do my first scoop here on the forehead in the middle of my eyebrows like that. Okay, kind of like that. Now I'm going up and do another scoop like that, and another scoop on the other side like that. Okay, make sure it's kind of the same size. Going back. This is for the ears. Let me show you again. Grabbing more pigments and going back and forth on my cake. Now I'm gonna do flicks going up like so. With the same brush. You don't have to change it, okay? Just like that. Make sure it's like so, going around. Okay. Because it's a little cold in the morning here, it's my brushes get dry fast, but I have to reload again and now going down and do some scoops. So just follow the same shapes, going from smaller to like that. Another one, just fill it out all that with the same shapes. Going back, let me grab a little more of the one stroke so I can grab a little more of the dark blue. Going back like so. Make sure I like the shape. And here, flip it and do the flick around like so. And I like to do a little flick in the middle. 1 second. Flick in the middle. Just to give something in there, right? And here we're gonna do the same scoops, but a little smaller to do the nostrils. Okay, same thing on the other side. And don't worry if it's not perfect. The kids see the shape and they like it a lot. So we wanna focus on making the kids happy and just know the steps to fill it out fast. Pretty much it's just U shapes, U shapes, U shape, flick. And here, around here, I'm gonna do some scoops going out like that. Again, and here, close it. Okay, same thing here. From here down on. We're gonna try to copy the same thing what we do here. Again, and close the scoop. Kind of like that. And with the sponge, make sure you kind of blend the edges here by touching a little bit here so it's not too harsh to see, okay? It's not necessary, but it looks nice. So just try to make him blend in like the whole thing here, okay? If you see something you wanna fix it, always go back and do it. Here, let me fix these. We'll flick up just to make sure it looks nice, okay? Flick there. You always can do another flick here, another flick here. You know, dragons, they have many shapes and we can take advantage of that. Another flick here, another flick here. And with the stencil, let me show you. I have these stencils that I use a lot. I'm gonna use blue, it's the shape here, so I will use Potter's on purple. I use this palette, but I'm gonna use the dark purple to add stencils. And I use Potter's because it's faster for me, but you use whatever works for you. So around here, I'm gonna go and just do markings to also help to blend the whole thing. And I always say, if I can do stencils with my imperfect hands, everyone can do stencil work. And it's fast, and the reason why I'm using powder is because for me it's faster than loading my sponge with paint, and maybe I'm in a hurry and it's not perfect wet. I mean, it's not perfectly low, and maybe it's too wet, and then it's when I have to refix things. Here, do a little bit of the stencil just to cover a little bit of the shapes here, everywhere, here in the ears. Okay. Now with the black and a round brush, we're gonna do line work here and there just to finish the whole thing. But if you see, it's pretty much fast. It's just random strokes here and there, and when we blend these and add stencil, everything here is covered. So behind, nobody knows that maybe the line's just not perfect because it's covered. So here we go with the, let's start with the ears, like so. Okay, do a little flick here in the inside. And for the horns, just follow all the shape. Here, we're gonna do here, we're gonna do here, flick a little bit of the line work here, but I don't want to go strong with flicks here for the horn, here for the horn, here flicks for the horn, another horn we have here, follow here a little bit, and like that. It's kind of like that, pretty much like that. And if you want to do like a angry eyebrows, just do this. Follow the shape of the eyebrow and do a line right here. Just follow the shape of the eyebrows and make the angry eyes like that. See, I don't want to go strong on my line work here because if I'm in a hurry, the line work is gonna do, I mean the one stroke is gonna do all the work for me, so you don't have to worry to do line work here or more line work. To go and do these lines here, it's gonna make these look bad and I don't like it. So I try to don't do line work right there, maybe just right here. And if you, instead of using the one stroke, you want to use white, you can use white. But for me, this, it's fun. The girls and also boys like it. Everyone like dragons. Here in the line, I will do maybe the flick again to give it like the expression. And I hope you guys like it. Remember, you can change the color, you can do more, you can do less. just play around. This one was inspired by another artist, and I was like, let me do my version, and here I am doing it for you guys. And remember, every Tuesday we have 2 new tutorials. Follow me, tell me what you want to see next, share with your friends, support this channel. I'm here to making my channel grow a little bit more so I can share a little bit with what I have in my on me with the industry by just doing tutorials for you guys. I'm sorry, my pronunciation is not always right. As you know, I speak Spanish, but here we are trying our best for you guys. I'll see you next Tuesday with new tutorials. For now, that's it. Adios.